All right. A list of marketing don't do. So the three things that I hope that you never do, like please, Lord Jesus, don't do. The first one is don't try to sell the product during prospecting. Remember, you're selling the click. The first step, right? You're selling the click. Just imagine that mindset. The number one mistake of first-time media buyers or first-time advertisers is that they're selling the product on the first step, right? The first interaction with the customer, they're already trying to sell to you. Nobody likes that, right? I hate it. I know you hate it. Nobody enjoys being sold to on the first try, on the first conversation. So for that prospecting campaign, when you're just introducing yourself, sell the click, sell going to your website, sell going to your social media page. That's it. That's your only agenda. Obviously, I want to sell, right? Obviously, I want to make this sale. I need you to convert into a customer. But I can't turn you into a customer until I turn you into a click, until I turn you into a website visit. That's the first step. That's the first ingredient. And if I can't do that, I can't turn you into a customer. Biggest mistake I see, really, and I want to stress this, biggest mistake that I see, people are trying to turn other people into customers on the first try. Not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. So don't even bother. I've made that mistake. I tried to push that out and it just doesn't work. Okay, and we go back to the concept of inbound marketing. Inbound marketing is about empathy. Okay, we are almost never sold the first time. You don't have to look so far. And this is the thing with inbound marketing, guys. It feels like common sense because it is. You don't have to look so far. When you're wearing your hat as a customer, you avoid people who hard sell to you the first time. When it's not a brand that you're aware of, like you don't like being sold to. And it blows my mind that when we change our hat from customer to business owner to marketer, those rules don't apply anymore. Now suddenly I just want to sell to you because I'm the only one who doesn't like being sold to, but you like to be sold to. So I'm going to sell to you. It doesn't work like that. Okay? It sounds like common sense and sounds like a cliche because it is common sense. We don't like being sold to on the first try. Okay? And your ads, right? Your ads are not an exception. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how great your product is or how fancy your branding is. You might get a few people to buy on the first click or on the first interactions or less than 7 interactions, but that's not sustainable. The reality is, on average, you add all of your customers up, you're going to have people interact with you on average about 7 to 13 times before they make a purchase. Okay, second, do not optimize for everything in one campaign. Again, different campaigns have different objectives. And it boils down to this, guys. If everything is important, then nothing is. Wow. Ouch, right? If everything is important during the prospecting campaign, if impressions, clicks, purchases, conversion rate is important in this stage, nothing is important in this stage. You have to get your priorities straight. Okay, so again, goes back to what your objective is. If it's a prospecting campaign, have 2 or 3 key KPIs. Just look at 2 to 3 key things, and that's it. Those are the only essentials. Not everything is important at the same time. There's different varying degrees of importance. And just remember this, guys. It's the same thing with your marketing metrics. If everything is important at the same time, then nothing is important. Last, do not run single ad sets or feature limited products only. Okay. Always be testing. I really love this mindset. Even up to now, I feel like my love for testing new things in my advertisement, my advertising campaigns, it's at an all-time high. So I would like to test different things. So for example, sometimes I will test different demographics. Sometimes I will test different interests. More often than not, I will test different placements, different ad creatives, because you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised like where the money is coming from. So one of my favorite stories to tell is during when was this? I think it was the 11/11 campaign of Lazada. So we had a client. He joined the Lazada campaign, and we wanted to run advertisements and make sure that we're generating a lot of activity. Now, my mindset and me and my team, we thought that, okay, For our product, we're going to sell the most on the Facebook feed, right? So we had an ad for the Facebook feed, the typical ad. So you were thinking in past iterations of these campaigns, the Facebook feed was the most effective placement. Okay, so great. So we ran an initial test, and then we were surprised to find out that the highest performing ad set or platform was not the Facebook feed, but the Facebook marketplace. And this is where my bias as a person and my teammates' bias as a person came in. My bias is that I don't look at the marketplace. So like I'm not gonna put my ads there because nobody buys there. But upon testing, we were completely wrong. The marketplace placement was actually more effective than any other placement by a mile. So much so that we told our client, okay, like we did our initial test, just in time for the 11/11 sale, and then we gotta go marketplace here. We gotta put a majority of our money here. And true enough, it was a great day for our client during the 11/11 sale. So I'm very happy to be wrong during times like this because again, there's just so many factors. You think you get it right, and sometimes you get it wrong. It's so funny. Like there are some ad sets or like ads, for example, that I will really really think hard on. Like I will write really good copy. I will try to be super creative with my targeting, and then it flops. I put so much effort into it, and it's a losing ad. And then there are some ads where I'm just kind of thinking like, let's just do this, boom, whatever we come up with, and then it works. Okay, so I want to take credit for that. I wanna pretend like I'm some sort of I have like the Midas touch, but it's not the case. Sometimes situations will be different. Sometimes the ad sets that I don't put a lot of effort on, they tend to be the highest converting ones versus the ones that I put a lot of effort on. Okay, so that's why in every campaign, what we like to do is for a given budget, we will spend about 10 to 15% just testing, right? Just testing. So let's say, for example, we say, okay, client, for this campaign, we're gonna test male or female. We're gonna see which is higher performing. And if after 15% we realize that it's the male audience that is higher performing, more often than not, we will put a lot more budget there than the female audience because again, this is what gets us more bang for our buck.